And for our mindfulness meditation, let me invite you just to be still. Let your physical body be still so that it can find its own relaxation breath, its own breath rhythm that it knows all by itself. The very breath rhythm that switches on and activates the relaxation instinct within you. The ancient instinct that opens your mind to new ideas, enables you to change your mind about things, life, ideas, beliefs, anything you wish. And with your eyes closed and your mind awake, as we go into this mindfulness meditation together, the invitation for my mindfulness meditations is always to use the mind to fill the mind. Fill the mind with a flow of thought, a stream of consciousness of your choice. Not the choice of your subconscious mind, not the choice of inherited practice, but your current, present choice. And the invitation in this mindfulness meditation is to have a look at and to, if you wish, redefine if you wish, your definition of perfection. And my invitation also is for you to choose, to decide, to see that your journeying through life is already perfect. And that you, as the traveller, the learner, the student, are already a perfect traveller, a perfect student. And the journey itself is perfect as it is. Even though there are things to learn, things yet not understood, things yet that still bring pain and unhappiness. That the journey itself and you, the traveller, can feel perfect just as you are, feel good enough just as you are, feel proud of yourself. As nature's manifestation, and as a student of happiness and a student of health, even right now, this very second, choosing to engage in mindfulness meditation is you journeying perfectly towards perfect health and happiness. Maybe the journey will never end. Maybe the journey and the constant realization of greater happiness and health, maybe that is the destination. Maybe that never ends. I suspect strongly that that's the case. Let me invite you, if you wish, to allow yourself to digest and to accept, to whatever degree feels comfortable for you right now, that you were born perfect. You have always been. You are right now, and you always will be. You never have a need to feel less than or not good enough. Never. Even when things are going wrong and you're doing things wrong and making mistakes and creating pain for yourself and maybe even pain for others. Even then, you are still the human being on the journey of learning, moving towards perfect health, journeying towards perfect health and happiness, doing your best, given the time, energy, resources, skills, knowledge, and wisdom that you have available. And as such, that is perfect. You are perfect. The journey is perfect. And you can feel totally proud of you, of yourself, of your journey. So when we look back across our lives and we notice and remember the mistakes, the problems, the difficulties that we've encountered, some of which we have caused ourselves, from this moment on, we can now always choose to see those mistakes, those problems, as us, a student learning and growing, doing our best with the knowledge, the wisdom and the resources that we had at our disposal at the time. And the same for your life and all of our lives now. Whatever's going on in your life right now, whether you've labelled it as successful or not, whether other people label it as successful or not, let me invite you to see it, to label it, to identify it in itself, whatever it is, as being perfect. And perfect has a feeling that goes, an emotional feeling that goes with it. Judgments carry emotion, as all words and all thoughts do. As you choose to see your journeying, your travelling and your learning, mistakes and all, as being perfect, as you place your judgment, your positive judgment upon yourself and your life, you can look around your life now and whatever you see, whatever is going on, label it as perfect. Use your internal voice and actually create a sentence. That is perfect. Now I have a very specific invitation for you. Let me invite you to choose to pick something in your life that in the past, I'm going to use past tense, in the past you used to label as being bad or broken or not good enough or needs improvement, needs fixing. Bring it to mind. See it with your mind's eye if that feels appropriate. Or just remember it. Remember it. Bring it to mind just for a few seconds. Just long enough for you to use your internal voice right now and see yourself pointing at it with your finger saying the words, that is perfect, just the way it is. I am perfect just the way I am. And feel the feeling change, especially in your center, in your tummy, just behind your navel. It'll be a bit weird and a bit strange at first, maybe. But notice the feeling change. You've just introduced a deliberate, conscious, positive thought into your spectrum of thoughts within your mind, within yourself. And now this new thought is present. Everything must change to some extent in order to accommodate this new thought. For this new thought to become a belief, all you have to do is repeat and focus upon it, or repeatedly focus upon it. Bear it in mind, remember it. And it will become a belief just through that very simple process. Right now you are relaxing, you are still. Your body is breathing relaxation breath, nose tummy breathing. Your eyes are closed and your mind's awake. And you have opened your mind to new ideas. Your mind is open. in your relaxed state of calmness, you can, if you wish, adopt and adapt, if you wish, this identity of perfection. And as you entertain and gently digest the idea that you are already and always have been and always will be perfect just the way you are, there's now no need to strive to be perfect. You've already arrived. You've already achieved it. So I have yet another invitation for you. At some time in the near future, probably tomorrow, maybe this evening, it can be that soon, tomorrow or the day after, sometime in the very near future, my invitation to you is to do something and deliberately leave the job done, knowing that it isn't perfect. And just sit with the feeling that comes up as you deliberately allow something to not be done perfectly. It may be that you do this already and you find this easy to do. In that case, my invitation is for you to notice with your awareness, be conscious, be aware of the fact that the job you've done, be it a conversation with somebody, be it cleaning the house, be it a job of work, at work, whatever it is, remember to label it using your mind's voice, your inner voice. Remember to describe it to yourself as being perfect, just the way it is. This is a technique that challenges an old belief and fosters the new belief, or the belief that you already have, that you're good enough just the way you are. You will find, most probably, most likely, that you will feel more relaxed. You'll find yourself moving just a little bit more slowly than you would normally do. Doing things more calmly. As the drive for high achieving perfectionism becomes diluted by your new awareness, by your new adopting and strengthening of, I am good enough just the way I am, broken bits and all. You were born good enough. You've always been good enough to feel absolutely proud of yourself. Because you know in your heart that you always do your best given the resources available, the time, the energy, the wisdom, and the skill that you have. And as your ears hear these words, your mind thinks thoughts appropriate to what the ears are hearing, and you are already changing your mind in the light of fresh thoughts. So as we arrive gently at the end of our mindfulness meditation, and as I invite you to notice the light coming in through your eyelids and the feeling of your body weight resting and held by the solid ground underneath you, as you open your eyes, notice how good you feel.